Some time ago, my wife and I went to Dubai and we had a really great time there. We met a lot of people who had incredible stories. And I remember just thinking, I wish the whole world could listen to these stories, because if they just could hear them, they will know that God is real. But of course, this is not possible because the world is big and I am not able to capture everything. I decided that I want to capture as much as possible so that you guys can watch it and be very inspired and encouraged. While we were in Dubai, we were walking around and then we met up with two guys. One of them, I was walking with him and I was talking with him, and suddenly something was stirring up in me, and I looked at him and then I said, "Tell me your story." And then he was just like, "Okay, but I want to tell you something. You are the very first person I'm telling this since I came to Dubai, and I've been living here for several years now. So I'm gonna tell it to you now." And I was very curious. I was like, okay. So he told me his story, and after he told me his story, I was just amazed. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I want you guys to watch this story with an open heart, with an open mind. This is an example of how God moves in the midst of hopelessness, when we have no plan B, no safety net, no one to help us, when literally everything is falling apart and we are caught up into a corner. But there's only one name, and that is Jesus, the hope of glory. He is the one who can help us. So enjoy, guys.
My name is Alexander Titus. I'm from Nigeria, and I come from a family of 6 and from a Christian background. So yeah, I work with Plateau State Polytechnic, and yeah, we had there was a convocation, like induction of new student in my school. So where I was, the location of our school, where I was working, it's a temporary site. So it's a journey of 1 hour 30 minutes to go to the main camp. So I was asked to bring the matriculation gown for the new intake. Yeah, so I boarded a taxi. We have a commercial vehicle in Nigeria. Our transportation system, we normally have a commercial vehicle. So yeah, I went out to stop a vehicle to take me to my destination. So we, unfortunately, there was some people, strange people in the vehicle. 3 people were sitting at the back of the car, and 2 people were in the middle. So when I stopped the car, I just jumped in. We sat down with those 2 guys, a lady with a man, an old man, it's around 50 years old, and myself, and then 3 people were sitting at the back. So when we started going, not knowing that those 3 at the back were kidnappers. Yeah, so we started moving, the vehicle started moving. Then unknown to me, I just had a knock at my back, the back of my neck. Then I got fainted. I don't know what happened next. So when I regained back my consciousness, then I realized I was laying just by the side. And God just make it easy for me. I could not move my body. I could not just wake up like in a panic. I just opened up my eye, and then I feel so dizzy, and I realized that it's not normal. Something happened. Then I tried to reach my hand to my pocket to remove my phone. And then I text my sister. I used to call her auntie. Yeah. So I just type, "Auntie, please pray for me, kidnappers." That was what I could type. So from there, I was trying to send the message, and then my hand was moving. So they realized that I was awake, and they're trying to reach out to collect the phone from me, And then they helped me press the OK button, the send button. And then it just got sent. And they seize the phone, and then they give me a very nice blow, like the final one. I wasn't even expecting I would make it. I just went off, and they took us to unknown destination. I was blindfolded. When I opened up my eye, they've changed the car. It's no more the vehicle, the transport, the public vehicle again. It was a SUV, a Jeep, Toyota Prado. That is the name of the car. It's a very big Jeep. So this time around, I was sitting at the other side, the lady in the middle, and then the other man at the other side. So, and I saw in the car, there was a lot of things, like strange things. They have like CISO, they have all these operation item inside the car. It was in a small container, like a surgical items. They have them. And then the driver was having a small gun, pistol, just on the dashboard of the car. And those guys were having an AK-47, the big gun. So we were moving in the forest. It wasn't even a main road anymore. They just took us to a forest. So when we were going, the man told them that, young men, please, if you happen to kill us, do not throw our dead body in the forest. Just take us to an open place where people will see us. Because I want my family to come and to take the body and give me a befitted burial. I just don't want to die in the forest, just like that. I felt so cold when he said that. I was like, whoa, this is the end of us. The end has come. And while going, I was praying, crying, and asking God for forgiveness. This time around, I wasn't asking God to save me, because humanly, I was thinking I'm not going to be safe in this situation. So my prayer now is for God to accept my soul. If I did something wrong, He should forgive me. Not knowing that God's ways is different from our own thinking. And the lady burst into cry. She started crying. She was crying so bitterly. And I was trying to tell her, please, just be strong. Everything is going to be okay. I don't even know why I'm saying that. And she was crying. And I started negotiating death with God. You know, it comes to a time when I'm negotiating my death. I don't want to be killed in a very unpleasant way. I'm negotiating my death. I want it to be one time. I don't want to feel the pain. So the lady was crying, and they got irritated, and they stopped the vehicle. And they opened the door. We were sitting at the back of the seat. So the man came out, and the lady went out. So I was about to go out. Then they just shot her. They shot her. The gun was, I think, it was not making sound. They tried to minimize the sound of the gun. They tied something. So they shot her. And when I heard the sound, I have not even dropped down. I was about to go down, and then I saw them removing her eye already. They have already removed the other one. They're trying to cut the vein. My heart was dried. I was so dried up, because this is strange. I've never seen this physically. They now ask us to to take her back to the car. So I couldn't believe what is happening, because it seemed to me as if it's just a dream. Is this really happening? So I took the lady by her head. I held her head. She was having this hair attachment. So I tried to use that attachment to cover the eye because there was no eye anymore. It was the blood rushing down from her. So I was taking her take her inside the car. And before then, when I got inside, one of my leg, I got inside, I'm taking the other leg, and then, boom, something happened. Something just whispered. By then, I don't even understand the voice of God. So I just heard, hit the door and run. Hit the door and run. At once. Then I feel so hot. My body just, I just feel like something is moving inside me. So I was doubting, like, how do I hit this door and run? I think God make it happen that way. It was a struggle trying to get in, trying to move her body, So in the middle of trying to hold her to myself, I was making that decision. Even if an angel will come and tell me that I will survive this, I'm sorry, I will doubt it. Because in this situation, there was no way that I can escape this. They have their gun, and they are very strong, they are built up. So I feel like, yeah, this is the right time. But not the right time to escape, the right time to die. Because it was about death now. But then I still remind God again that I don't want this bullet. I will run, but I don't want the bullet. Because I know they will shoot me. So I don't want them to shoot me on my leg. I want it to go straight, maybe at the back or my head. I prefer my head. Yeah, I was still in this negotiation situation with God. Then, from nowhere, the bees were passing, like a group of bees were passing in a group, going woo. There were many. So when they were passing, and then they just branched and started stinking, like they stink everybody. They caused confusion because they were like woo at everybody's face. So during that moment of confusion, I just dropped the lady. The seat were like bending, and it was directly it blocks my way to the door. I don't know how it happened. I hit the seat, the headrest of the seat. It broke, and then it just opened the door. Boom! God is wonderful. I don't know how it happens. I did not turn like this. I fly with my back, and then I found myself on the ground, outside. Then I started running. They started shooting at me. Pow, 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 pow. So the other guy, he just left the lady. When he saw me running, he left her. He wanted to follow me. So that was how they caught off with him as well. When I first turned my back, I saw him coming at my back. But when I turned the second time, I saw him on the ground already. So I was running zigzag in a different position, left and right. And they were shooting rapidly. I keep on running, and I couldn't fall down. But in my mind, I was praying to God to make the bullet to, hit me at my head. I was even trying to compromise the bullet because I can hear the sound. So I was trying to go down so that it will just hit me maybe at my head, not my leg. Because it will not be funny when they got me and they come to me. They will not going to take it easy with me before killing me. I was running left and right, and nothing happened. I started running around 5 o'clock in the evening until 8 o'clock. So it was already night, and I couldn't get tired. I was just running. Literally, I was just running. So it got to a point where I could not even see even my hand. I can't see it. So it was dark, and I could not hear the sound of their gun anymore. So I was in the forest. It was so horrible at that moment. I was shaking. And then I feel like there's so many bush here and the grasses, I cannot even see the ground. What if a snake will come? So I think of climbing a tree. So I was trying to touch if I can find a tree, and then finally I got one. And then I climbed the tree and I stayed on the top of the tree. I was there sitting down and mosquitoes. You can't believe it. When I use my hand, I will just like trample on them. There was a lot. So I just sit down there until daybreak, when it was around, I think around 5 o'clock, because I started noticing there's a light. So I got down from the tree and I started wandering about in the bush. And I was thanking God, like, God, does this happen with me? I feel like, wow, am I still alive? I couldn't believe it. So I started walking around, was so scared. I couldn't locate where I am. So I keep on going. I got water flowing on the river, a stream, like. So I just got there, I washed my face, I drank some, and I was just eating the fruit, anything I found in the forest, I just pluck and eat. If it's sweet, I will just eat it. So, yeah, and I keep on moving. Then I noticed there's a sound of a car. So I was like, okay, I think this could be the highway. So I started moving toward that direction. Was moving toward the direction, hearing the sound. So fortunately, I locate a road that is connecting from the state capital to my own city, where those people took me, and it was very far. So, but it took me hours to locate, because it was around 6 p.m. again in the evening the next day. So I wouldn't want to pass the night anymore in that forest again. So I was trying the best I could to see that I got home. When I got to the main road, I was trying to stop cars that are coming. I stood in the middle of the road and I was stopping a car. When they come, they will just like boycott me and go. They look at me as, is this a new mad person? Because my clothes were so stained with blood. So I have to remove them and throw them in the bush with my pants. So I was left with a boxer, a small short with a vest. But yet that vest was stained also with the blood, so white. So I tried to stop the car. They saw me without a shoe, nothing, and a short. So I think to them, they feel this guy is not normal. They keep on passing me. I keep on trying. And then all of a sudden, a big van was coming. It's a truck. And when I stopped it, finally it came, and then they stopped. And then they asked me, where are you coming from? So I told them, I was kidnapped. They were like, oh, just jump in. How does it happen? So I was trying to tell them, we got kidnapped yesterday, and this is. He was like, whoa, you shouldn't have followed this type of vehicle, but I have to do that because I'm trying to economize my my finance. I know where my money, They were eating a corn. He gave me one. That is when I realized I was hungry. I just fight with the corn. I just finished it in a minute. And the other guy was, oh, this poor boy is very hungry. So it was so funny. They were laughing also because it was so funny. So he now asked me, do you know anybody that you can call? I told him, yes, I have my friend number. So he gave me his phone, and then I dialed his number. When I called him, he heard my voice. He was, Alex, where are you? We thought because we haven't seen you. You were missing. What happened? So I told him, yeah, just listen to me. Just come with a cloth. The car will drop me at the junction, so just come to the junction and pick me up. So from there, from that junction to where my friend is, it will take him 30 minutes. But I don't know what he did. He just came in less than 15 minutes. He just arrived like, wow. So yeah, when I got home, I couldn't believe it. My pictures were placed everywhere. They even put already like obituary picture. Because yeah, they were thinking it was just a kidnapper who will look for ransom. But unknowingly to them, these people are ritualists. Ritualists, that is, they do magic with the part of body, you know, witchcraft. That's what they are doing. They remove the parts and they sell it. So when I went in, I took shower, and then I started feeling pains. I cannot move my neck. My leg was swelling up immediately. I was like, wow. I was sick, completely sick. So I just lay on the bed. And then when I was there on the bed, I was sleeping. When I opened my eye, I just saw my family. People were just coming because he called them, and people were just coming, people were crying, they were asking me, what happened, what happened? I can't talk, I was just crying because I can't believe that I was safe, God saved me. It was unbelievable, but throughout that period, I could not sleep. When I close my eye, I feel like a nightmare. It's like I see them. It's really take the grace of God for me. Yeah, I could not even explain the situation immediately until the next 2 days. Then I told them what happened. And then, before my story, my sister was telling me that when I sent the message, she just got the message and she read it, that Alex wrote a message, "Auntie, please pray for me, kidnappers." And she was so confused and she got fainted. And one of her colleagues just, what happened to you? What happened to you? They took the phone and they saw the message. So there was a man, he came to her and told her, instead of you crying, you have to be praying. Let's pray. So it was a connection of prayers. People were praying, and the man told them that they should pray for strength, that he saw me running. And I told them, yeah, I was running. It was like something is pushing me, because my body was just so light. So I was just running. You know, I could not get tired, nothing. Imagine for 3 hours. So it was amazing. I remember literally a lady was telling me, we normally read this in the Bible, but we cannot believe it. But look at it, it's real. God did it for you, Alex. It was really amazing, and God did it. And within that period, because it happens around June, 2014. So January 2015, my sister called me, and I was at work, and she told me, Alex, would you like to go to Dubai? I feel like, Dubai? It looked beautiful. I go through the pictures. I told her, of course, I would like to go there. I would like to go there. And then, a little I have a small bike. I sold it, and some assets that I sold them. I sold my computers, and we sold some farm product, like some corns. We really don't know how the money came about. God just do it for us, and I came to Dubai, and it's amazing. That was when I realized that God will finish what He started, starting with saving me, and now I am in Dubai. So it gives me that, that courage to boldly say, God is the starting and He is the end. He always finish what He started. God doesn't leave something half. He finished it. So He's a God of finishing. He finished everything He started in our life. And here I am in Dubai, and I can't believe it. I'm working, and I met people who have hunger to God, and they just light me up, and I give my life totally to Christ. He should just do whatever He wants to do with me. I gave Him all. I gave Him my life, my everything. This is just the beginning. The work of God will start now. I give God the glory for everything.